Well, I couldn't leave well enough alone. I had the fan running, so what the heck, right? Stick it in there. Now, I'm not running the engine. I could plug in a piece of track and set it up. I'm just not really ready to do that, but I could. And then put my sensors in there. You know, I want to, but geez, I got so much to do. But I'm definitely, it's in there now. What I'll do is I'll lift the lid and show you, if I can, calmly, without breaking my coal load. Yep, I got it. Look at that baby. It's in there, man. It is in there. And it's pulling air right through the tender, right through, through here, and it's all going down. I can feel it. When I put my finger down there, I can feel a cool breeze. Right now, I can just feel it blowing down there. So 5 volts off the track power. Bingo. I'm so happy for that. Okay, turn that off. The other thing I didn't show you earlier, it was my first attempt at the coal. I didn't show you this earlier, but I had ordered this rod. I ordered it in stainless, and it never came. It never came. It never came. It never came. So finally, I ordered it in steel. So I got this one. So it's just steel. It's a, I think it's an M8, and it's left-handed thread, which is a little unique. And this rod is for the X-axis. As you can see, I have all these bearings sticking out the end. I'm going to have them sticking out this end, and that should then be enough, because this actually goes in there. You see, it's going to go, that inner bearing race is going to fit inside the black thing because it's got a step on it. And if I hold this really tight and you can spin this, it really, really spins nice. So it's going to be awesome for resistance, reduced resistance. Okay, so this one goes in here. Now the shaft that's in here, I take it out. It's too short for here, but it's too long for here. So I use it and cut it down for the Y-axis, which has a much lower throw to go. So I'm going to update my pieces. I'm going to put these bearings on this end, this end, this end, and this end. And then I'm going to put this back together, and I'm probably going to use my new brackets that I got from someone else. These are a different shape than mine. As you can see, they're a lot wider and heavier condition. I put a lot of density into this as well. And it'll rest on top of the wood, actually. Have it give a little more support. It will push this out just a tiny bit, but not much. I think it's going to work real well. And there's another one for here, but I think it goes upside down because the flat side's up. Yeah, that's right. It goes upside down because the flat side's up. But that's okay. It'll work out here. But I think these will give us good support. They're designed to allow the bearings to fit in. There's the thrust bearings. There's the roller bearings for the axis. And these are the hardest thing I ever tried to get before. This is my second order on that, second order on these. And they are M8 self-locking nuts, left-handed thread. Yeah, threads go left-handed. I don't know. That's just the way it came, so I'm doing it. Now, I still have to worry about changing the clamps. I already tested this PC. Oh, I don't know if it'll show up. Let's see. Let's see if it shows up. I put a mouse on here. There it is. Come on. Let's go. Yep. Sign me in. No, can't see it. Yep. There you can. That's the button for the CNC controller. So I already tested it. Works. So, and I've rearranged all this area. I've put my controller back. I'm going to print a box for that and put it all nice so it stays safe and clean. Got to route some cables. I also found, Andy helped me, a clamp-on vacuum. It actually is horseshoe shaped, and it goes around the nozzle. And then it comes out to a duct, and it comes up here, and then it actually fits the size of the vacuum cord. So I would not have this big bazooka. I would have a tiny little shrouded thing right on the bit, and air would be pulling all the chips right out, up and out, not just letting them fly through space and hopefully catching them in the bazooka. Plus, by the time I get airflow on this, my little vacuum, air is like pathetic. It's not really doing that much. So that idea might not have worked. It might have helped, but it wasn't going to work. So anyway, that's the mini mill progress. Shaft came, yay! All the parts are here now. I'm going to rebuild that. I got to do a little drilling on the existing end plate so the bearing will fit inside it, and then reassemble everything. That's it. No wiring, no... Oh, and I also have decided I'm not going to live with this. I'm going to actually design a bracket for the limit switches, and I have bigger limit switches somewhere, what I would call are more robust, big green ones, and they'll have a nice big bracket. I'm going to screw them and tap them right in, and I'm going to put end stops X, Y, and Z. It might do both directions. I'm not sure how far, but as you can see, if I put this piece in, I got a nice big hunk of metal, or plastic I can put on here somehow, and I'll figure it out. Oh no, it wouldn't be up there, would it? It'd be down here. Oh, I'm so dumb. Well, I'll have to figure that out. Same here, right? Well, I don't know where I'm going to mount it. I'll figure it out. We'll get it. Anyway, I'm going to put stops on there because I got to have safety. I crashed this once or twice. It's just awful. It's just terrible. And this shaft here, I think I might have to cut him off. He's just a shade long for putting parts under there. That's another thing. And all of these are just a little long. I don't know what happened there. Maybe I shortened it and didn't mean to, but in any case, that works too. The Z works. So everything's cool. And I'm setting up by Arduino so I can program this board so I can run this engine on this pulse width modulation board. And I ran it already, but I'm building a new board because this this was my quick and dirty prototype. What I want to do is build a breadboard. It may not be here. A breadboard is like a perf board. It's like a PC board, but it has no tracks in it. And I have to make my own tracks either with solder or with wire. But I'm going to try to make a PC board that will fit in here. It'll fit right in here, and replace the motor controller. And then I still have to have some rectification. Part of this design, I may not have made it clear earlier, it's going to run off 15 volts DC at the track. Okay, that's a change. That's different. That's new. But what I found was the advantages are well worth it. So what I'm going to do is build a couple engines. I'm thinking about converting my Christmas engine to a DC track, because that loop is all by its lonesome, up on top. So I could run DC on that and wouldn't hurt or interfere with anything else going on. And that could be where I would test it. And you could see if it worked or not, and how well, and blah, blah, blah. So I may come up with a different tender. The engine will fit on here. Oh no, it won't either. It's a Atlantic. Oh gosh. I'll need a new Christmas engine maybe. Oh, heck. I'll work on it. I'll worry about it when the time comes. Let's get this running. Let's get this running. Let's get this installed. Let's get this worked on. Let's get this set up. And let's have some fun. Okay, that's the update. Sorry, I skipped a few points earlier. Well, I got that fan to wear. I thought that was cool. I wanted you to know that. All right, later.